Okay, this video is on how to add the new behavior, attendance areas that we're going to have on the new grade cards. So first you have to add a scale, and then we'll add the indicators, and then we'll go ahead and show you how to grade it. So I'm in the sandbox for Mrs. Herman's kindergarten class. I'm going to start out by going Gradebook Setup, and I'm going to add a custom scale. So I go to Scales, go down to the bottom and say Add New Scale. So this one I'm just going to call attendance, and the description of attendance is also going to be attendance. And the scale works from the bottom up, so I'm going to say 75 minus for the first one, so less than 75%, and then I'll go on up. There's no spaces in here. If I can do it without hitting my enter key, and I'm hitting periods in between. That's supposed to be a comma. That won't work. Let's see if I can do this from here on out. So there's a scale from less than 75 all the way up to 100. And I'll go ahead and hit save, and now we've added our scale. So next I'm going to go to indicators, and I'm going to add 3 new indicators. Your grade level may only be using 2 of them, maybe they're using all 3, might even use 4, but we're going to go and hit edit indicators now, and we're going to add our new indicator. So I'm going to go to the bottom. It should say add new indicator, not add new outcomes. So the first one I'm going to add is my overall effort for first quarter. So I put 1 XB for extra behavior block, and then I'm going to put 1. And the name of this one is going to be overall effort. That's what I see when I click on. The scale on that is I'm just going to use the OAT scale on that. And then down here on the description, this is what's going to show up on the report card itself. And you know what? I did that backwards. The short name is where we put that, and I just had that backwards. So short name should be 1 or 2 for second quarter, 3 for third quarter, 4 for fourth quarter, dash XB dash, and then the number at the end is going to be the order that's going to show up on the report card. So the first thing I'm going to do is overall effort, and I'm going to hit save changes, and then I'm going to add one for behavior. Many of the grade levels are doing one on behavior. They're also using the OAT scale on that. And it's going to be 1-XB-2 because it's going to show up second. I'm going to add that one. You might also have one called work habits if you want work habits and behavior to be a separate thing. No one's really talked about that, but we are going to do attendance. So I'm going to put 1-XB-3. Now I'm going to use that attendance scale I just made, and I'm going to put quarterly attendance percentage on there, and that's what's going to show up on the report card. I'm going to hit save changes. So I've added 3 new indicator items. I'm going to go back to Mrs. Herman's course under first quarter. I'm going to add one down here at the bottom. So I'm going to turn editing on. And I'm going to go down to the bottom and add an activity. And say I'm going to add an assignment. Add. And I'm going to add behavior and attendance. And I'm going to scroll down to the indicators that it uses and go down to the bottom of the list because they should show up on the bottom. Overall effort, behavior, and attendance. I'm going to grade those all in one place. And then I'll hit save and display, and we'll go ahead and grade one. So I'm going to hit view all submissions. All my students in my class are going to show up here. And for some reason I'm getting cut off here. So now I'm going to go ahead and say my overall effort is mastery, my behavior is progressing, and the attendance, you can see it starts at 100 and goes down to 75 minus. I'm going to say 100 to see if all the digits show up there. I'm a little worried because I see it offset. It may only show 0, 1. I may have put a space in that. And then I'm going to hit, no, I don't want to notify students, save all quick grading changes, and then we'll go take a look at the first grade report card. And let's see. Sorry about that. And go to the reports and NTLS reports. And when we show up the NTLS reports, we'll go down to kindergarten. And so now we can see, I only graded a couple things on this person, so we can see their normal stuff, and then there'll be a new behavior and attendance, and overall effort, behavior, and quarterly attendance is showing up there, and it is truncated. Now it is not truncated, so there we go. So it'll show the behavior and attendance. There's our overall effort, our behavior, and our quarterly attendance. Anything we put that XB code on shows under this new section down here. And then we've removed, or we will remove, all these behavior and work habits here to give us way more room on the end of the second semester. And now with the new footer, it'll just have the sign off at the bottom of the third and fourth quarter. And that's it for adding the new scale, which you're going to just have to add one for attendance, and then add your indicators for overall effort, behavior if you're using it, and then your quarterly attendance there as well, so you won't have to re-enter those quarter after quarter again.